Hey guys, this is Christ169 coming to you live with another upload video. Um, Thank you guys for watching my videos. Thank you guys for watching what I've been doing over the last couple years. It's been really good and a blessing to help you guys and also bring you guys some information to you guys here. But yeah, the whole thing with the graphic card situation. Now we have Starfield. Xbox showcase continues on this. Was decent. I watched a little more of it. It was a lot of trailers, CGI trailers. But you know what, guys? In the world of CGI right now, we got TV shows and movies in CGI right now. Okay, we got TV shows and CGI. We got movies and CGI, games CGI. So, is there really anything other than the fact that we have these in CGI that bothers me? Dreamcast guy. Some people say he should be called PlayStation guy. Has come off and said that he's sick and tired of of having this CG stuff, and I understand what he's saying for the most part. It does make sense. It does make a lot of sense what he's saying, and how he's saying it does make a lot of sense to me personally. I get what he's saying, but in the same sense, so Starfield being locked in 30 frames per second at 4K and at 2K. The system requirements is still not 100% clear to me what Starfield is intended for. You got a 60. I recommend you have a 6800 XT, that's AMD, and a 2080 that's by NVIDIA. 2080s are decent graphic cards. Supers and TIs are better, obviously. My 3070 is an equivalent to a 2080 Ti. It's what equivalent to. 2080 Ti is equivalent to a 3070. Because there's no 2070 Ti out there. There's super, but that's not equivalent to a 3070, even though I think it is more. Because you have 10 series, 1070, 2070, 3070. You don't have 2080 Ti, 3070, and 3080. I think when NVIDIA kind of created this, they should have came out with 2070 Ti and said, hey, 2070 Ti is low end 2080, but that's equivalent to a 3070. But then, 3070 is lower. It's just confusing. This is what I'm trying to get at, because you have games here being told. No, we're being told here, okay? We're being told here. Us gamers being told that this system here, this situation here, is based upon scientific data. No, they slapped two graphics card numbers on there. Here's what it's equivalent to, and here's the minimum end, the 1070, I think the 57 or 5500, 5700 non-XT, 1070 non-TI by example, or even TI. So let's say TI. Let's say it was TI. Okay, let's say it was TI. Just for hell of it, and say it. Okay. Now, that being said, though, does that make it any better? No. Does it make it any better to realize that the 1070 Ti or 1070 family and 5700 XT, non-XT, are able to run this game with decent graphics? Maybe at 720p if you're lucky, maybe. But that's saying a whole lot. That's saying a whole lot. But still, where is the meat and potatoes at? See, Bethesda is Microsoft kind of pushing us over the run. Like, well, it's going to be this. Kind of throwing it over our heads. Well, it's going to be that. Well, do we sure it's going to be a 2080, a 30, and 2080? A 2080 and a 6800 XT? Why not say a 3080? I'll tell you why they don't say that. Because If you look at Steam charts, a lot of people are running Steam charts with 3060, 2060. 3060 12 gigabyte, 3060 8 gigabyte, family. 2060 Super, 2060 12, and 2060 6 gig. They're not going to tell you the top of the line ones unless you're playing games like Cyberpunk, like that, where they're going to have you a big, broad spectrum because they want you to know. Starfield's not doing that. Microsoft is not that stupid, but they're being stupid by doing this stuff to us, by telling us this broad field of a 1070 to a 6800 XT. So anything can work, unless you're below a 1070. I doubt a 1070 non-TI is going to run this game real well. I doubt a 2060 non-super is going to run this game real well. Okay, I believe that being a little more open with their requirements and stop checkerboarding, numbers. Say 1070 is minimum. Say minimum requirements 1070. Minimum requirements AMD 5700 non-XT. Recommended requirements minimum recommendation of how low you can go with this. Let's say 3060, 8 gigabyte. Highest you can go with this, your wallet's the limit. Little picture of a wallet there. 3060 to a wallet. How much you can afford? No, what I'm trying to say is this, though, guys. I'm making sure the suction cup here is working. Sorry, I just, I know I fixed my thing here, my car holder here. But anyway, though, but that being said, though, is that anything to really worry about, or should we just say, oh well, don't worry about it? Because what's going to happen is people who have 1080s might not have a problem. 1080 Ti might have a problem. 2060 might not have a problem. But you get the gamers out there who don't have, 3060 or 2060 might have problems. I got 3070 8 gigabyte card. I still believe it should be 10 gigabytes of VRAM, but I'm already past that. It's again what done is done. But the point is, folks, and yes, the point to all this madness I'm saying there is that when you have a game like Starfield that has so much hype behind it, Redfall did too, but Redfall kind of showed its hand a little bit. People are like, yeah, the game's a little bit of crap. Why think they're not showing any gameplay right now of Starfield right now? Because they don't want to Redfield this game, or Redfield or Redfall this game, and make it where it's just another Redfall, but it's called Starfield. They don't want to Starfield the game, like Redfield or Redfall. Sorry, that's something right there that they have to understand. That, I get what they're doing. But with the 4K 30, 21, 2K 30, the vague understanding of system requirements, Microsoft is an operating system company. They should know system requirements. Have it. Okay, guys, no lower than 1070 Ti, no lower than 1070 Ti on NVIDIA, no lower than 5700 non-XT on AMD. Intel, well, you can hopefully work something out. On the other side, hey, no recommended side. Let's say no lower than a 30 series card. 3060, 3070, 3080, high 3090. Say low end on recommended. Okay, we'll do this way. Sorry, scrap that. This is how I do it. Minimum side. Low end, 1070. High end, 2060 Super. 12 gigabyte. On NVIDIA. Bottom part, AMD. Fit 700 non-XT. Let's say 6600 non-XT is the minimum requirements that have big gap. If you have a card that fits anywhere between those two numbers there, doesn't matter which one it is, you can play a game at minimum settings. Now, go recommended side. Boom, recommended. No lower, recommended. No lower than a 3060. 8 gig, 12 gig, doesn't matter. Or you can go down to 2070. No lower than 2070 or 2080 on the recommended low end. High end, let's say 3090. Now, it's still a broad field. But if your graphics card fits between those numbers somewhere, you're good to go. Maybe even say a little asterisk, maybe 2070 Super, maybe. AMD side, 6600 non-X, 6600 XT, all the way up to 6900 XT. That right there increases the value. You at least now know, okay, I have a 6600 XT. I can play recommended, but on the low end. Maybe low end is 1080p 60 frames. High end 4K 60 or 4K 120 or 1080p 120 on medium settings. Higher settings 4K 60, 4K 120. With max settings out. That right there will give you enough wiggle room to know where you're at and what resolution you're looking at. By not doing that, Starfield is kind of tainting the water. They're pouring this, diluted solution to the water and saying, okay, guys, drink up. Well, what's in the water now? Doesn't worry about it. It's this stuff. But it's not, you don't know what it is. It could be chlorine, it could be poison, it could be acid. You don't know what it is. So to not be very vague about stuff, very vague and very just, mysterious, like, psst, that's what you can do. It kind of tells me that they don't have a lot of high hope for this game. Look at games like Cyberpunk, Assassin's Creed, Valhalla, Far Cry 6, Far Cry 5, Call of Duty somewhat, Battlefield, a little more understanding. But Watchdog Legion, they gave you a whole damn chart on Cyberpunk, Watchdog Legion, and future games of what graphics card can and cannot do in your level, from pretty much, hey, anything is piss poor, to, hey, you have the Cadillac of graphics cards. Me being 2060 and 3070, I was right in the middle of most of those games. More on the other end, 2060, 3070, I'm a little more on the, I could play high settings on 1080p. I could play Ultra on 1080p. I could play high settings on 4K. At least I knew where I was. Now, I haven't played Watchdog Legion. I haven't bought it yet on PC. I will eventually, because some sales are coming up, and I might look at summer sales. Now, I have some Steam left over. I might go, I'm going to download some games. So, I might get a Watchdog Legion and play it. Heard it ain't too bad at all. Heard it's not too bad once you get through all the weird stuff. But that being said, though, is this really bad or good? I think it depends on how you look at it. Starfield being right now is right now, to me, they need, like I said yesterday. 2 days ago, yesterday, Wednesday. I think it was Wednesday. Yeah, it was Wednesday morning. Microsoft doesn't need a home run. They need a base hit. They can get on the field and get a player on the field, a game like Starfield in the field, that our games come out that are just as good, maybe not as great, but so good. No bugs, no issues. Their base hit. Their base is loaded. They bring out the home run. Home run. Because they needed a base hit. Home run's good. You got on the board. But I'm hoping for a base hit where they can get a player on the base and not be out. Because this game does not work out, if this game does not live up to expectations or does not come out without issues, they're done, folks. Microsoft will be done with Xbox. And they can buy up Activision they want. They can buy EA. They can buy Capcom. It still wouldn't help them. Yes, they got all the games on Game Pass. But you can't create anything with these companies. This is why I'm afraid of Game Pass right now. Second part of this video has just started. Game Pass itself is having an identity crisis. They have all these games, but a lot of them pretty old. I'm not saying I don't like Game Pass. I love playing Doom on there. I have Doom on my gaming rig. I like playing, Prey on there. I like this stuff. It's easy to get to. You click a game, down, you install it, you go take a shower, go for a walk, or whatever you want to do, take a nap or whatever. Get up, the game's ready to go. Bam, you're off and running. That's what I like about it. That's what I like about having that situation. But you can't do that if your games are coming out crap. State of Decay 1 and 2 came out broken as hell. The Bethesda released Doom before they got bought up by Microsoft. And that game, Doom Eternal, was really rough around the edges. So Bethesda needs to understand they have to hit a base hit. If they start striking out, Microsoft's like, okay, we spent like what? Almost $10 billion on this company, and they're giving us garbage? No, what the hell? They're like, what the hell are we buying for? That right there, folks, is the reason why we need to have, stuff like this. Activision can get bought up by Microsoft all they want. And then Xbox fanboys can be dancing the jig and gyrating on their Xboxes all they want. But if Activision doesn't care about Call of Duty right now, what do you think Xbox is going to do when they get hands on Call of Duty? Microsoft. They don't care anymore? Or keep basically the same crap under crap under crap. So guys, you really have to understand the acquisition that Microsoft is doing, it's okay for a little bit. But when you're sitting there and you're wondering, okay, so what are we going to do with this? What are we going to do with this situation? Microsoft doesn't have a clue what to do with this. They have no clue how to create games anymore. Bungie's gone. A lot of people, good people, are gone. Okay, you can tell me all the excuses you want. You can tell me all the excuses you want about how great Halo is. Check Steam charts on Halo Infinite. Like what, 2,000-3,000 people playing it? Hell, Battlefield 2042 has more people than that. So what I'm trying to say, guys, is this. Starfield's great. It'd be a great thing on Game Pass. But if Bethesda thinks we're stupid, we're going to dole out money to them like an ATM machine that doles out money. They have another thing coming. Okay? And they have to stop this. I understand it's easier to just take money and just burn it. Okay? I understand this. But I also understand, too, if you own a gaming company like Microsoft owns quite a few studios, and they're not turning a profit, then what the hell are they doing? It just makes me blow my mind sometimes understanding this. Well, guys, this is my video. I'm going to go work out real quick. Work out for about 2-3 hours. See you guys later. Peace out. Crisis 1 out.